Hello everyone and welcome back to my Minecraft survival series. You guys were so lucky last week and got like 3 episodes. This week's going to be a bit quieter because I have been back at work. So this episode today I'm actually really super excited for. I may have mentioned in the last episode, I think, about building a windmill. So that is my primary goal for today and I'm super excited about it. You may notice that this pickaxe that I'm chucking at you right now is looking a little dead. I have actually been and done some mining. In between episodes, I've collected quite a bit of cobblestone, which we're going to need for today's build. I've also restocked most of my wood. Some of them, meh, not going to use much, or I only use it for making sticks, so I didn't bother with those. But let's go take a look around. I haven't done much else. I've just been harvesting, done a bit of mining. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. I did get plenty of iron and a whole bunch of copper on my latest mining trip. I was just down in the iron mining levels and just got really lucky with copper this time. So this build is going to have a bit of copper introduced into it. There is a little bit on the roof up there and on that, which I still need to fix these tower roofs. I'm not the biggest fan. This one does look a little better than that one, but they both need just a little tiny bit of work with the shape. So I'll get to that one day. I have so many plans. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, hello. I was AFKing again, waiting for some crops to grow, and apparently I've spawned all of the mobs. Let's just get rid of this one. Please don't blow up, please. Ooh, hey. My god, he's like running at me. Just die. That was... yeah, no. I don't want to play with the creepers today. So... creepers. Distracting. I hate them. Hopefully there's no more around here. I think I'm safe. Alright, I've cleared out a bit of space over here. Only on this level. I was trying to get a look at where the land goes and stuff like that. This is the foundations, essentially, for where I want to put the windmill. So it's going to have, obviously, a big round section on this side, and then a smaller building on this side. I have no idea what I'm doing on the inside yet. I just wanted to get the foundations marked out so I knew how much space I've got. Over here is a random cobblestone wall. Trust me, it will make sense when I finish. So... same as the tree farm, essentially. I'll do some curved sort of low walls just to contain some crop fields. So I've got one on that side. There was just a bit of a gap here at the back, so I've sort of added another one in on this side. It's not completed, that's just the basic foundations. This will probably get filled in, and there's a few other little random bits that need filling in. This little cave over that side. But I want... crop field on this side, which will be quite large. Not decided if I'm going to put a crop field in here yet, but I probably will, just because it's a huge, massive, flat space, so it's a great spot for one. But let's get stuck right into building. That's the goal today, so I want to get this done first, and we'll see what else we can accomplish after that. Back over there, near the mine, I've actually got... oh, you can just see it from here. We'll go over there after I finish this and we'll check it out. There is a new project board over there. And I've got a lot of the supplies I need in here for this build, but this is probably not enough. I know, I never get enough. I'm always running backwards and forwards. Plenty of seeds in here. I don't know why half this stuff is in here either. I don't even know why I've got it. I actually don't need the cobblestone. Let's put that back. Actually, we can put all this back. I don't need this. I need somebody to remind me what I'm doing every 5 minutes so I don't forget. Okay, so like every other build here, the base foundation area section, what's the right word for that? Part, thing, bit, is cobblestone. I've got spruce here on these sides, corners. It's a circle, so they don't have sides or corners, but sections. And a thicker cobblestone base here because I want it to really look like the foundations are made out of cobblestone. So I've made it up to the same height or the same level as the base of the tower part of the windmill, so that this can have a cobblestone bottom to it as well. But from here on up, it will not be cobblestone. We are going to move to smooth stone. I've got the andesite for a bit of texture and some stone bricks. Then as we get further up, much like the main house, I'll have to add in a white sort of layer on it, and then I want to move up to a very wooden top. I think I'm going to use oak, which is why I've got these oak logs in here on the very top. I may bring in some birch, which I know, not cool, but I will explain. Birch I want to use for the fans, or the, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but the, you know, the windmill part for the windmill. So birch will be mostly fences, so it's not too glaringly bright, but I want it to really stand out against the rest of the windmill, so I think birch fences will look really great up on the blades. Blades, that's what we're going to call them. I have actually built a windmill just like the one I'm going to build today before on my SMP. I have a really cute looking windmill that I absolutely love. So I'm going to try and mimic the same style if I can. So I talk too much. Let's get to work. Okay, I think, pretty certain I'm actually done. I think the blades are actually done. Needs a little bit more decorative work, so I think I could add maybe a button right there in the center. But other than that, I think it's done. I considered putting trapdoors on the back of all of this fence, just to make it look a little bit more solid. I had a quick look at it, didn't like it, so I took those ones off, and I think I'm just going to leave it just like this. Now that I'm looking at it, that top section does sort of blend into the blades just a little tiny bit, but you know what, it's done. I'm not going to go take it down. Ooh, whoops. I am so good at falling off stuff. Like, if there was, is there an achievement for falling? I think there is. I think there's an achievement for falling so many blocks, but you know, that should be one that I could get really easily. So with the blades finished, obviously I've got a lot more to do. I'm going to start working on this section over here. Oh, there's a block up there. And then also got to finish off the divider. I guess that's the best word that I can use for it, around this bottom level. And as you can see, there it touches, but that's okay. That's fine. It doesn't matter that it touches as long as it doesn't interfere. So with this layer here, I want to add a trapdoor in every single one of those, and that's just going to go the whole way around, combination of slabs and trapdoors, the entire way around on that level. And then I've got to get the glass in and a couple of other finishing details. But I think primarily this build is almost finished. This building over here is going to be pretty plain, pretty ordinary, because it's just sort of like a storage extension, so it's not going to be anywhere near as high as that. It's only one level, so that's going to be pretty easy to finish up. And then yeah, finish decorating and I'll get to work on the interiors, and I'll come back and show you when I think it's all done. I never really finish builds completely because I nearly always run out of blocks and stuff. But I'm going to try my best today to get this one completely done. I don't even have enough stone. Okay, friends, I think we are done. Okay, I'm not going to show you just yet. I want it to be a surprise. I want you to get the full effect, the full impact of the almost finished. There's one little thing we still have to do. Almost finished windmill. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, how does that look? I absolutely love it. I love this one. I honestly think it's better than the one I've built on my SMP. There are a few little differences. On my SMP, I do not have this little side pop-out building, but in this version, I absolutely, the way the blades have come out, pretty much finished and decorated, it kind of like brings everything together. Just, I love it. I love it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you don't like it, let me know. I'm not going to change it because, man, this has taken a long time to build. These blades here actually nearly took as long as the rest of the tower altogether. So they're pretty heavy-duty things to be building in survival. But, you know, I love building them. I think they're fabulous. They look absolutely fantastic in medieval sort of style worlds. All right, let's have a look at a couple little things. There's a bit of storage out here, which is going to be for seeds. Another little chest there. I've added quite a bit of leaves around the place. Probably only on the front, just because you really can't actually see the back here. So I thought that might be a bit of a waste of time and effort. But once we get building over there, I'll definitely come back and add some more decorations to the back of the building. It does have shutters on the windows. The divider thing goes all the way around the whole building. So that part is all done. It's just probably minor things like leaves and the hanging lanterns that are on the front and not on the back. Definitely done the side here, as you can see. Now let's go inside and have a look in here. So the walls I've just left plain. I really didn't think it needed all that much inside here. I have added lanterns down the bottom here, but you can see already there's a torch on the middle level because I'm actually running a little bit low on lanterns, but then I've added lanterns all the way up the top so that you can get a cool little glow at night out of those upper windows. Now the windows on the middle level and upper level, I've actually used fences, okay? I think a windmill was traditionally, you know, an outbuilding. Nobody lived in here, nobody slept in here or anything like that. So keeping the cold out was probably not a consideration they had, but airflow definitely was. So if it got all damp in here, your wheat and all your flour and stuff would go all moldy. So I've left, and on this smaller building, which is primarily used for storage, I've used actually fences so that, you know, it looks like there's a bit of airflow coming in and out of the building, which, you know, there is. But this here is just a storage room. It really is just a storeroom. Obviously, I'll be adding more storage as I need it. I just, at this point, I need the wood more than what I need. 5 chests in here doing absolutely nothing. So there's really not much in here, but I have built this cool little... This is the arm off the back of the actual turbine, so the windmill part. And I could probably add some trapdoors just up around this bit just to make it look a bit more reinforced up there. But how is this for a little grindy thingy? I actually don't know what this piece is called in the windmill, you know, the big grinding plates that they have inside the thing. So this is where all your flour and all of that, or all your grain, would get ground into either flour or meal or whatever kind of grains you were growing. This is Minecraft, we only have wheat, so I guess we're making flour here. And then you use it to make all your bread. But this is the plates sort of grinding area where the flour is milled. I don't have much space, so I couldn't do anything overly large. I do want to come back and add some trapdoors here, but yeah, the only thing I've got on me actually is oak, and I don't know how the oak trapdoors would go. I think I'd prefer the spruce, so I'm going to hold off on that and come back and do that one. Oops. No. So what we do have to do now is this. I have thrown down one little bit of wheat field here, but I have all of this space here, and I've cleared this level here as well. And this is where I want the first wheat field to go. So I think this path here, the main path, will actually branch off down at this level. So there will be... No, it can't even. Okay, it's going to have to go all the way back down to here to have like a branch off this road so that it can go around here, so that when I put builds over there, or you know, more wheat fields, whatever, that there's actually a road connecting them. So it looks like they're actually being used. And I will actually be using these. So we'll need to harvest these wheat fields. This is going to be my main supply of wheat. At this stage, I've only started on this side. If you come over here and have a look, I have not built that retaining wall in yet. But I think I'll get to that while I'm doing this. So yeah, I really just need to make the biggest wheat farms I've ever made. Maybe not the biggest I've ever made. I have made some pretty big wheat farms. But I'm going to fill this in, and you guys get to watch me plant wheat. I know you love it though. So, let's get to work. Okay guys, I think I've got it. I think I'm done. So I have done the massive wheat field on this side. This is only one field though, so don't panic. I will actually add more, but I'm almost out of seeds. I've actually only got just over a stack of seeds, so I'm not going to get very far with that. It really doesn't go as far as you think it does. So I've got, yeah, this double layered field here, and I will eventually expand it maybe to the path here just to fill in this space. But I don't know yet. You know what I'm like in making decisions. I have not decided, so I haven't done it. But doesn't it look fantastic? I love, love, love massive crop fields. It would be great if I had some more crops. I do have potatoes over in the other farm, but probably not enough to plant a whole field yet. So that's what I've been working on in between building everything else, is building up my stock of potatoes so that I can build a potato farm, which will go next to here. So we've got wheat and potatoes. Obviously I haven't done anything over here. Probably won't get to it in this episode because I've got no seeds. So that, you know, it really didn't go as far as I thought they'd go either. And it's just not going to happen today. But this should be enough to get us by. I mean, this is going to be more than enough wheat than we will ever, ever, ever need. I don't know why I do these. A lot of the time it's just to stop the mobs from spawning and to make things pretty. This is already about 8 stacks of seeds in here. So that's going to give a whole bunch of wheat. We're never going to run out. Some of it has already grown because I planted it a little bit earlier. And the rest of it is going to grow up in absolutely no time. I think I missed one. I did. Look at that. Boop. Okay, now I'm done. There might be another one missing in here somewhere. Planting giant wheat fields. Oops, oh no, I broke it. The things we do for Minecraft aesthetics. Oh, this is gonna irritate me. I might have to put a slab in there somewhere to get up and down so I'm not constantly destroying my wheat. But I've expanded the wall, extended it. It's a bit lower on this side so that you can so you can still see. There will be nothing very particularly interesting behind there. I may just plant some trees over the back there for a bit of color so you're not just looking at this dirt. Ew, ew, ew. I'm not one to really actually make custom cliff faces, so I don't know that that's something I'll do here. They do look really cool, but that may be just like next level effort that I don't have in me, especially not at this point in the game. We got so many other cool things to do. So now that I've got this wheat field in, I've got to hang out here near our base for a little while so that it all grows up. So while we're waiting for that, I need to grab my bed from in here, and then I've got something else really cool to show you. So let me grab my bed, and then I'll go show you something super duper cool. You guys will love it. Alrighty, so here we are back over at the main house. The wheat field and the fancy new windmill are right over there in the background. I think I will do a run past with shaders on in just a moment, because you know how much I love seeing things with the shaders on, and I am so keen to see this one. I think it's going to look fabulous. But before we get to that and checking out the pretty things, there's something I want to show you. Are you ready? Ta-da! I made a project board, and yes, it's got composters as pillars, because why the heck not? So there's a whole bunch of things on here that I added. I actually did this a couple of days ago before I went back to work, because I didn't want to forget all the ideas that I had while I was working. And as you can see, number one here was windmill and crop fields, and that is now done. I do need to add more crop fields, but I can definitely take windmill off that for now. Oops, E. I can't be the only one that does that. But what else is on the project board? We have a blacksmith and super smelter. So I did mention that in one of those plots right here on either side of the path, there will be a blacksmith going in, and I will put a little super smelter inside there. That idea became very prominent when I went mining. Before I was filming this episode, when I was getting lots of cobblestone, I also got all of that copper and a whole bunch of iron, and then I had to sit here for 40 minutes while it all smelted because I didn't have a super smelter. At the time, I didn't have the hoppers that I needed to make it anyway, so I did all that the old-fashioned way, and I will wait until I build the blacksmith and super smelter. The other thing that is well overdue for this base is the villager breeder. Now, the breeder is the easy part. Simple, simple, simple. We'll go over that in another episode. The hard part is going to be getting the villagers from the far, far, far away villages back to my base. That terrifies me, but I am going to get that done in the next couple of episodes because I really need to start. I mean, you saw my fancy pickaxe? It's dying. It's sad. I'm sad. I can't live like this. I need mending books. So the villager breeder is high priority on this list. Some of the other things that I want to get in this little base area, which is actually... Oops, sorry, flowers. I'm a bit trigger happy today. I keep smacking things. A butcher shop and a pig farm. So the pigs are currently stashed inside the barn here, but I thought, you know what? Why not give them their own butcher shop and a little pig farm sort of stable area on the side for the pigs? So that's definitely something I'm going to be building here. Also, horse stables. I love the horses. I love Minecraft horses. I am really sad I don't have a saddle right now, but you know, I have every intention of finding one, maybe somehow, somewhere, and having a horse. So the horses will need a stable. I gotta get this done quickly before the sun goes completely down. I want to touch on this one, a bee farm. Where the bees go. I don't know if you've noticed in the last episode while I was building the mining entrance here, there's no buzzing. Hello? Hello? I also have not seen the bees in a little while. I think my bees have disappeared. Where did they go? I have no idea. There's no campfires around here. Quite often they'll get stupid and they'll fly down your chimney and into the campfire and kill themselves. But the closest campfire is all the way over there, and I don't think they went over there. So I don't know where the bees have gone. Maybe this one will have to wait. The other things I need are the iron farm, which is down here because I need the villager breeder first. Also need a name tag for that, which I don't have. And the nether portal. The nether portal probably needs to be up here in this moonal line. I just didn't think of that while I was doing this. So nether portal actually could probably go right up there and replace that. We do need to go to the nether really, really soon. I have plans that need observers before I can really start kicking the production up in this base and around this area, but you definitely need to go to the nether for that. And I am not going to lie. Ooh, I made a map. It needs updating already because we've finished this. I am absolutely terrified of the nether. So let's put this back up. Oops. Oh, it was right. Yeah. Unfortunately, every single thing I build here seems to overlap with another map area. So I'm going to need to expand this at some point soon too. But yeah, I'm terrified of the Nether. Absolutely terrified. Like, I have cried in that place. There's a lot of lava. There's things shooting at me. There's things blow up. You know, things set on fire. It's just all the bad things that I don't like. Still need to decorate this corner as well. I will absolutely get around to that because this, I can't. It's ugly. Ugly. So yeah, so many things that I want to get done in the next couple of episodes. Some of them are going to be smushed into one episode because one follows on from the other. Some of them will be their own episodes because they're such big builds, such big projects that I need to do it justice and put it in 2 separate episodes. I couldn't cram it into something else. But I think this is where I'm going to end this episode. But first, we need to check this out with shaders. So I'm going to sleep and make it day. And then we're going to go do a shaders tour of the base so far. And I'm really excited about that. Like, I'm so excited to see this with the shaders on. So I'll go throw some shaders on and be right back. And good morning. Look at the sunlight coming through the window. Oh, I love it. I love it. You can definitely see now that with the shaders on how much darker it is over here in this corner. It definitely needs... I'm actually a little concerned. This is not putting out any light. Somebody lied to me. These are supposed to put out light. This is not. It is not. I'm going to throw a torch up there. Ooh, that corner's really dark too. But let's go check out outside. And I can hear a couple mobs out there. Just going to get my sword ready before we go out. Hopefully no creepers. I did add some torches around here while I was building the windmill. Oh my god, so many creepers every night. As soon as it got dark, because it was so dark out here. This house still looks fabulous. I'm not going to lie, this is still one of my favorite ever starter house builds. Absolutely. Even though it's quite on the larger size for a starter house. I love it. I absolutely love it. What else did we build lately? There's that fancy barn you can't see because the sunlight's in the way. And the mining entrance, which is just a mining entrance. It's not super fantastic to look at. So let's head over to the windmill. Oh gosh, it looks pretty already, even though it's a bit foggy. I absolutely love this. And I like the way the lighting sort of changes with the shaders on. It does make it sort of stand out a little bit more to have the back section in shadow and this blades here are in full sunlight. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I love seeing things with shaders on. It's absolutely gorgeous. Such an improvement to Minecraft. They're the best invention ever. So yeah, let me know what you think about the windmill. I'd love to one day actually make a tutorial for them because, you know, windmills are so popular and they are so difficult to sort of build. We've got a round piece going on with a, you know, rectangular sort of piece, and then you've got these funky blades in the middle. And I do really like the curved style blades much more than I like the flat ones or the straight ones. So this is probably only the second time I've actually done a curved blade like this, which is a bit more fantasy style as opposed to medieval style, but I really hate the straight ones. So this is the style I chose, and you know what, it just goes with everything because I say it does. And whatever, it's my world, I'll do what I want. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this place so far. I'm in love with the whole base. I'm almost in love with this whole map. The only problem I've got with this world is that the villages are so far away. And I have searched every inch of this area for a village. I'm just not finding one. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for this episode. It was a pretty big build. This one has taken me not as long because I did a lot of my prep work beforehand and collected most of the resources before I started filming because, you know, I'm a little bit smart sometimes. Big brain moment. But still close to 3 hours. I'm sure my kids will let me know how long this took me to build because they're going to probably tell me exactly how long I've been in here for. And probably say that that's how starving they are because they haven't eaten in that long. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely kidding. My kids are all, you know, at an age where they can absolutely feed themselves. But I had an absolute ball building this, except for the blades, which are a little frustrating. But, you know, everything else, and it came together so nicely. It fits with the theme really, really well. The only thing that maybe I could have done differently on this is that roof where I said, you know what, I'm just going to use spruce up there. I'm kind of now really wishing that I'd done it with the dark oak, to be honest, so that it really matched these other builds, but also just for that extra bit of contrast. The spruce and the normal oak really don't contrast all that much. It's just not as stark as what I'd like to see, but in my defense, I'm an artist outside of Minecraft. I do real life art on paper with paints and paintbrushes, and that's just a personal style thing. I really like contrast in my paintings, especially working with things like watercolor paints where contrast is all you have. You know, it's excuse me, dude, he was like right up in my face. Maybe he was trying to tell me how he doesn't like the spruce roof either. But yeah, anyway, spruce I would maybe swap out for dark oak, and I do have to do some little updates on some of the other builds anyway at some point, so I may come back and do that at some stage. I mean, this can always change. This is Minecraft after all. I can always take bits down and do it again. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to leave you guys alone. If you like this video, make sure that you leave me a thumbs up, please. It really does help out the channel so much, and at this point in time, I could use a little help. If you are not subscribed, so if you watch this video all the way through and you still have not subscribed, what are you doing? Why haven't you? I release new Minecraft videos every single week. Sometimes you'll get 1, sometimes you'll get 3, like last week, which was just a bumper week for me. I've got lots of things planned for later on. There's also some collaborations absolutely in the works with some other friends and some of my kids. We do have an SMP that I play on with my kids and some other cool friends that I've made while playing Minecraft. So all that stuff is coming up in future episodes and future series if I can get my act together and start filming them. So yeah, guys, subscribe. I mean, it does a world of good for my channel. Let your friends know, they might want to watch them too. I may not be the best at Minecraft, but oh my god, I'm going to give it a red hot go every single time. And I'm still scared of the creepers, okay? Don't laugh, I'm so scared of the creepers. But anyway, that's all from me today. Bye!